Don in Alabama. This is your Galaxy DX959. Don is another one that's been waiting a long time for me to get to his radio. Don, I do apologize for that, but finally got to it. Got your AD203 installed. You wanted me to put the switch on the front, but there's nothing. These switches here are mounted on a PC board. Okay, so I would have to figure out which one to use. You can see they're all multifunction. There is one thing that you need to know. The SWR position no longer functions. Now, and the reason that is, we took the SWR board out. Now, took the SWR board out because the radio would just be reading the SWR between the output of the radio and the input of the amp. What you want to read is between the amp and the antenna, and that little PC board's not set up to do that. So you'll have to use an external SWR meter when you want to measure the SWR. The input to the amp is matched to the radio. Okay, so you're not going to have an SWR problem there. All right. What I had to do was put the amp switch on the back of the radio. I know you wanted it on the front, but you suggested below the meter, but there's a PC board behind there, and the bottom of the meter movement is right here too, so there's no place to put a switch right there. Okay. I thought about using the talkback switch, which is push on, push off. You wouldn't have any indication that it was on. I thought about using the Roger beep switch, and you'd have a little LED to let you know that it was on. But that switch, when you press it on, there's no connection between the two pins. So that one wouldn't work either. The solution was just simply to put a switch in the back. But you can reach right over here, flip it up, flip it down. Okay, if you can get your hand over the top or underneath the radio with the bat switched up, the amp is on. Okay. Now, right now, I'm going to turn the amp off. We are on 38 lower sideband. That's where it was at when you sent it to me. Hello. Might help if I switch that on, don't you think? Hello. Audio. Hello, hello, audio. You can see we're going forward to about 20 watts audio RMS and a little over 40 peak audio. Now I'm going to reach over here and flip the AD203 on. Audio. Audio. Yeah. Works extremely well in this radio. Just remember, with the bat up, it's on, bat down, it's off. And I did do the LesComm upgrades like you requested. Upgraded the DC input buffer filter from a 1000 to a 3300. I also did the voltage regulator buffer filter. It's now 3300 as well. We replaced the first RF amp transistor with a 2SC2999. We replaced the 10.7 IF filter with a 15 kilohertz wide 10.7 IF filter, and I gave you a CP1 at no charge for being so patient. So she's all done, ready to go. Remember, you have to use an external speaker with it because there's no longer a speaker inside of it. There's your speaker right there. Got to be coming back with the radio, it and the SWR board. Okay, including the screws. So if you ever decide to take the AD203 out, it's going to be a simple process. You just have to go in right where the PC board was mounted for the SWR is where the cables feed through and connect to the bottom of the PC board. Okay, so it would be a simple matter to just unsolder the ends of those cables and solder the PC board back in place of it, and your radio will be back to stock. All right. And of course, I did a tune-up on it. And well, you just saw the output power. The radio works great. The receiver works great. These are good little radios. So, Don, I sure hope you enjoy the mods. It was my pleasure to do them for you. Again, I do apologize for it taking so long. 7-3, everybody. Stay safe.